We will see. Okay, it's recording. All right, miss. Well, little mini private session today. This has been a good talk though. Yeah, and I'm excited to talk more about like accountability and action, right? And just like circling back on this. And then again, kind of like what we talked about today in terms of this implicit like bias, right, that we hold within our bodies. And so kind of the retraining of how we move and the recognizing of that, right? Like, because I guess my largest like question is going to kind of be, as we continue to come more into alignment in our bodies and ourselves, will we be able to hold ourselves more accountable, catch ourselves, you know, in those moments of slip up, right? So things to just kind of think about as we move today. So let's ground down through our sit bones. I'll put on some music. We'll let the crown of the head ascend up to the sky. It's coming into our breath, into our practice, into the space. So breathing in through our nose and exhaling through our mouth. Checking in with the breath and understanding where it wants to go, where it wants to float to in the body, where it wants to hide and hang out, where it doesn't want to even enter. Let's find those spaces. And exhale. Always starting off our practice, giving gratitude. Give gratitude to the moon. Today is the day of spring equinox. So moving into this season of Aries. This cardinal sign of fire. The moon giving us that space to allow us to have that balance, that ebb and that flow. Still remind us that there is a light even in the darkest spaces. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Give gratitude to the sun. It allows us to recognize our strength. Gives us warmth. Allows things around us and ourselves to grow. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Give gratitude for this earth. So the air, the water, the lands. Reminding ourselves that we live in a space of abundance. It's our responsibility to better at being able to share. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Give gratitude to the indigenous peoples of this land. So the Salish, the Blackfeet, and the Kootenai tribes out here in Missoula. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Give gratitude to the practice of yoga. Recognizing that practice comes from culture. Culture is created by people. So in that, we give gratitude to Black people. They are the original creators of this practice of peace. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Give gratitude to our bodies and to ourselves. Showing up on our mats. Recognizing that this is a practice of healing and it is also a practice of growth. It's a practice of giving us what it is that we need, being open to receiving what it is that we need, even if it is not always puppies and unicorns. It's great. Sometimes it's that deep space of discomfort. In order for us to process it, to metabolize it in our bodies, and to release it and to let it go. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. For the sake of this series, for the sake of humanity, give gratitude to ourselves for recognizing and sitting in the discomfort, understanding that we hold the white supremacy in our bodies. So we show up in this space in order to dispel it from us. The more we sit in the space of the denial of a system and how it has come to affect us on the micro level, the more we'll continue to hold on to this and pass it down to our children. So we're conscious in our movement and in our action as we move to let things go. Understanding that there's many different types of yoga that can come from walking in the woods. This, in terms of this being on our mats in the space of movement, is how we just choose to move and dispel some of this from through us. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Slowly go ahead and open your eyes. Come back into the space. Let's take a look around to see if there's anything just within detailing that maybe you haven't noticed before. Increase your awareness of the space that is around you. Go ahead and take a look out past that left shoulder. And slowly come around to take a look out past the right. Then we slowly come back to our center line. If you're up on pillows or blocks, you can go ahead and come off of that. Grounding down through our seat. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Reach up and out of the fingertips, flip the palms, and then slowly press any stagnant, shitty, stale air and energy. I'm like, this is my space, so this is uncensored space, Amy. So press and flex the hands back towards you. Big inhale. Exhale, press. Be intentional about what you're releasing through your palms. Big inhale. Exhale, press. Slowly lower the hands down to the earth. Inhale, arms sweep back up overhead again. Exhale, palms come to touch and then flip the palms, and exhale, press any stagnant, stale energy, things that are not serving us out of the palms. Flex the hands back towards the face. Big inhale. Exhale, press. 2 more. Big inhale. Exhale, press. Think about closing the fingers. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Let the chest lift a little bit higher. Big inhale. Exhale, press, and then slowly let the hands come all the way down to the mat. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Replace that energy that you just pressed out. Palms coming together, drawing yourself back to yourself. And then go ahead and swim the arms out and around. Interlock the fingers back behind you. And then go ahead and press down through the fists, raise up through the chest. Breathe into the belly, into the top of the chest and the sternum. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. 2 more. Big inhale. And exhale. Last one. Big inhale. Exhale, slowly go ahead and release. Same thing again. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, hands pull down through heart lines. Swim those arms out and back and around and behind. Interlock the fingers, maybe the opposite grip that you just took, right? So switching up the way that we move and how we hold on to things. Press down through the fists, raise up through the chest. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. 2 more. Big inhale. Exhale. Think about releasing any negative energy. Check in to see just what it is that you're feeling in various parts of your body all at the same time. And then slowly go ahead and release. Go ahead and head down through those left or those right fingers and sweep that arm up and over. The cup onto the ear on that right hand side. Pull the ear towards the shoulder. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. 2 more. Big inhale. You can deepen the stretch by pressing down ever so slightly through the round of the palm. Stay on the fingertips. One nice wide angle between the tricep and the torso. Slowly release that head. Hand comes down to the side. Bring the chin down towards the chest. Stretching out through that back, right hand side of the neck. Big inhale. Then exhale, head slowly comes back over to that side. And slowly comes back up to center. Same thing on that opposite side. Arm sweeps up and over. Up onto that ear. Pull the ear towards the shoulder. Sit up nice and tall. Head down with the fingertips and then slowly press down through the palm. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. Relax and release through the jaw and think about breathing up through the side of the neck, through the face, the jaw, up into the top of the skull. Big inhale. Exhale, slowly release the head. Keep it cocked over to the side and then slowly bring the chin down towards the chest. And slowly bring that head back over to the side. It comes back to center line. Go ahead and do a couple small neck rolls here. So you don't have to whip back with the head, but just slowly rolling through to loosen up anything. The back part of the spine, front part of the throat. And slowly bring that back to that opposite side. For 2 more rotations here. And slowly bring the head back to center line. Let's go ahead and do a quick hand exercise today. So go ahead and flip up that left or that right palm. You're going to grab onto that right pinky, and then you're going to use that thumb to press into like the top of that left hand, so like the back of it. You're going to flip that hand away from you, so wrist is pointed away from you, and you go ahead and bring that palm down to the mat, and then pull on the finger and pull on it all the way until you come to the very end, and then let it come back down to hit the mat, and slowly come back out. Same thing with the ring finger. We press and flip. And then slowly pull on the finger until you come to the very end of it, and then it slowly hits down to the mat. Again. Middle finger, press, flip, and pull. Pulling on that finger, but you just let that hand just kind of move down that finger to release. Then index finger, pull, press, and flip. Hold here. All the way to the tip of the finger, it releases. And then the thumb, pulling over, press into the back part of the thumb and the hand, flip and press, pull, and let those fingers come all the way to the end of the thumb. And then go ahead and give that hand a nice little quick shake. Go ahead and see if your hands are the same or different size. Usually have at least like the baby knuckle of like my pinky. The first time you do it, you usually don't see a change. And then after that. So same thing on that opposite side. Left hand up. Grab onto that finger, flip and press. Pull all the way to the end of the finger, let the finger hit the ground. And then slowly come out of it. Same thing, ring finger, pull, flip and press, pull down and out. Let that hand move all the way down to the end of the fingertip and release. Middle finger, pull, flip and press. Breathing into the hand, breathing into the arm, all the way to the end of the finger, release. Index finger, same thing, pull, flip, and press. Comes all the way to the end, release, and then go ahead and take that thumb, pull it out and over, flip, and press. Lay that thumb down to the mat and then slowly give your hands a nice little shake. Make sure they're the same size again. Good, magic. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll roll. Now let's roll up to our knees today. So coming into a cat-cow, knees are underneath our hips. Hands are underneath our shoulders. Hands are nice and wide. Same side angle here. Tops of the feet are flat to the mat. On our inhale, you pull the chest forward. And then on the exhale, you pull it on the low belly, press into the hands, press into the tops of the feet, round up like a cat. Let the head hang super heavy. Relax here as you're arching the back and still engaging the low belly, and then inhale. Chest comes forward, maybe move around through the hips a little bit. Exhale, pull and flip and press. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, pull and press. 2 more. Inhale, chest forward. And press. One more time. Inhale, pull forward. Exhale, press. Inhale, pull forward. Let's do a couple of barrel rolls. So rolling the sit bones back towards the heels, opening up through the hips. It can be as exaggerated or as small with circles here as you'd like to. Check in with what your hips and your groin need today in terms of a space of movement. We go for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. And then go ahead and move back to the opposite side for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. And slowly take the knees wide, press back into your child's pose. Crawl out with the fingertips, let the forehead come down to the mat, and deep inhale. Breathe into the back side body and exhale, rock back and forth side to side here. Feel out through the hips where you're at today, big inhale. Roll the shoulder blades down the back, exhale. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, walk the hands off to the right hand side of the mat. Lace those fingers into that bottom hand to pull back through the hip to lengthen out through that side body, big inhale. Exhale, slowly move the hands through that center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Weave the fingers into the top of that opposite hand. Pull back through that hip. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, we move ourselves back to our center line. Pull out with the fingertips. Sit bones back towards the heels. Low belly is pulled in. Big inhale. And then exhale, slowly. Let's pull ourselves up to our forearms. And then take the knees right underneath the hips. And then go ahead and pull the hands back underneath the shoulders. And then we're going to go ahead and pop ourselves up into down dog. Pedal out through the feet. Nice deep inhale. Find your flow here. Maybe rock back and forth side to side, to the heels, maybe engage the groin, maybe shuffle out through the hip a little bit more. Nice deep inhale. And then exhale, walk the hands back towards the feet. Let yourself hang super low and heavy here. Put a big bend in the knees. Let the chest come down over the tops of the thighs. Nice deep inhale. And then slowly engage the low belly, and we slowly stand all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands move down to heart center. Ground down through the feet, and then inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, come down and over the tops of the thighs. Engage the low belly. Inhale, hands to shins. Head sails forward, tailbone sails back. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Walk those hands out into a plank. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold here. Right knee to right elbow, step back. Left knee to left elbow, step back. We go for 8, 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Big inhale. Exhale, lower down to chaturanga, hover. Flip to the tops of the feet and pull up and forward through the chest. And then roll over the toes and press back to down dog. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. Walk the hands back towards the feet at the back of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, come down and over the tops of the thighs. Let the head hang super heavy, low belly's engaged. And then inhale, we slowly sweep ourselves up to standing. Exhale, hands move down through heart line. Hands come down to the sides. Inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, down and over the tops of the thighs. Engage the low belly, pull up and around the back of the belly button. Hands to shins. Hands come down to the mat. Walk the hands out into your plank. Nice deep inhale. Press back to the heels. Left knee to right elbow. You
Do a dip and lift here. Footsteps back. Right knee to left. Dip and lift. We go for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, last 4, last 3, last 2, and 1. Big inhale. Drop to the knees or lower. Hover. Inhale, forward facing. Exhale, roll over the toes. Press back. Pedal out through the feet. Nice deep inhale. And then exhale, walk the hands back towards the feet. Inhale, flat back. Hands to shins. Exhale, come down and over the tops of the legs. And then inhale, we slowly sweep ourselves all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands move down through heart line. One more of these, baby. So inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, hands move down through heart line. We come all the way down over the tops of the legs. Inhale, hands to shins, head sails forward, tailbone sails back. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Walk yourself out into your plank. Big inhale here. We're gonna lift that back leg and set it down. Lift and set for 8, 7, 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Big inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, forward facing. Exhale, roll over the toes, press back to down dog. Hands are wide, hips are high. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, spot right in between the 2 thumbs. Step, step. Feet come up to meet hands this time. Inhale, flat backs. Hands to shins. Exhale, down and over the tops of the thighs. And then inhale. We sweep ourselves all the way up to sleeping. Exhale. Hands move down through heart line. Inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, down and over the tops of the legs. Low belly's engaged. Inhale, flat back. And then hands come down. We sweep ourselves up into our chair. Big inhale here. Pulse it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Don't grip with the toes for 3, 2, 1. Big inhale. Dive down and over the tops of the legs. Inhale. Hands to chin. Exhale. Hands down to the mat. Step back into your plank. Nice deep inhale. Lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, forward facing. Exhale, roll over the toes. Press back into down dog. Nice deep inhale. Left leg comes back behind. Check in with the hips first. Big inhale. Shift forward. With that left knee, right elbow. Hold. Knee kicks back and behind. Knee to nose. Press and round and hold. Leg moves back behind. And then that left knee to left elbow. Drop that shin down to the mat, but stay pressing into the hands and pull it way high again. We go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Kick that leg back behind. Spot that right or that left thumb. Step that left foot up to meet that left hand. Drop down to that back heel. And then inhale. We sweep ourselves up. Warrior 1. Pivot. Warrior 2. Nice deep inhale. Hold here. Reach with that left hand. Actually, let's go ahead and just challenge ourselves today. Take the hands back behind the head. Keep a bend in that knee. Drop that elbow down towards that knee and lift. We go for 8, 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, last 2, and last 1.
Inhale here, arms open. Flip that front palm, reverse warrior. Big inhale. Keep a bend in that front knee. Reach. Think about extending out of the low back. Engage the quad. Wrap the muscles around the bones. Nice deep inhale. Straighten out through that front leg. So reverse triangle, but don't hyperextend it, right? So wrap the muscles around the bones. Big inhale. Exhale, we pull ourselves up. Hinge at the hip. Hand comes down to shin. Right hand comes up to the sky. Big inhale here. Exhale. Go ahead and turn towards that front leg. Do a little mini half hop up the mat here. So coming into pyramid pose. Hands can frame that front foot. Chin can tuck in towards the chest. You can do more of a compression here if you want, or you can do that stretch. So you can either pull forward with the heart, drop down and over the top of that thigh, or chin tucks in tight. Forehead comes down to meet the knee. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. And then slowly, hands come into prayer. Extend right beyond the head. Engage the low belly. And then inhale. We sweep ourselves up. Step that right foot up to meet that left. Hands come down to heart. And then inhale. We sweep back up into that chair. Down and over. Step this back. But inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step back into plank. Nice deep inhale. Lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, forward facing. And then exhale, roll over the toes, press back to down dog. Nice deep inhale here in down dog. Hips are high. Hands are still wide. Right leg comes back behind. Nice deep inhale. We take that right knee, left elbow. Maybe you do that dip and lift. Right leg comes back behind. Knee to nose. Press and round and hold. Leg shoots back behind. And then that right knee to right elbow. Maybe you drop the shin and lift. We go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Kick that leg back behind. Spot that right thumb. Step that right foot up to meet that right hand. Drop down through that back heel before we slowly raise ourselves up into our warrior one. Nice deep inhale. And then go ahead and spin, open through the hips, taking that right knee towards that right baby toe. Hands come back behind the head. Nice deep inhale. And then we're gonna dip and lift. We go for 8, for 7, for 6. Little bellies engaged for 5. For 4, for 3, last 2, and 1. Back to center line, release the hands, arms come out to the sides, flip that front palm, and then reverse. Arm comes back behind, keep a bend in that front knee. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale, reach. Exhale, straighten out through that front leg. Keep that leg engaged, keep that back leg engaged. Reverse triangle, big inhale. Exhale, we shift ourselves forward, hinge at the hip. Hand comes down to shin. Opposite hand comes up to the sky, big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, turn and pivot. Down towards that back leg. Pop that back foot up. And come down and over the front part of that thigh. Pull forward with the chest. Maybe chin tucks in towards chest, forehead comes down to meet the knee, or you can keep yourself extended. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale.
And exhale. Pull in on the low belly. And then take the hands into prayer and slowly we raise ourselves back up. Exhale. Hands move down through heart space. And then we can just step that back foot up to meet that front foot. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, come down and over the tops of the thighs. Inhale, hands to shift. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, step, back into plank. Hold here and then lower down to the knees. And then we'll go ahead and lower all the way down to the bust line. Arms are out to the sides. Actually, let's take our hands right next to our bust. We will come into baby cobra, but we're gonna wave it out a little bit here. Elbows are close to our side body. Tops of the feet are flat to the mat. Inhale, chest rises. Exhale, we fall down. Inhale up. Exhale, fall. For 2 more, inhale up. Exhale, fall. 1 more, inhale up. Exhale, fall. And then inhale, hold, big inhale. Engage the legs, press the tops of the feet down into the mat. Roll the shoulder blades back, big inhale. Exhale, hold. 1 more time, big inhale. And exhale, lower all the way down. Take the hands down to the sides, turn the cheek. Hold here, big inhale. Same thing again, chin comes out on the mat. Hands are out to the side. Point the toes. And then we're gonna go ahead and wave ourselves up by taking legs and hands up off the ground, same time. Arms and legs also lift, chest lifts. Get as much of our legs up as we can. Inhale. Hands and arms and legs come up. Exhale, we wave down. Inhale up. Exhale down. We go for 4. For 3. For 2. And 1. Exhale, lower all the way down. Take that right cheek down to the mat. Hands come down to the side. Rest here. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Last one. Chin is out on the mat. Bring the heels in towards the glutes. Hands come to the outsides of the feet. Maybe baby toes line up, or pinky fingers line up with the toe cleavage. Coming into a bow, there'll be no waving here, right? Just a straight kick up into the hands. Rocking to the soft part of the belly. Take the eyes, so the eyes go wherever the eyes go, the body follows. So you don't have to crank back in your neck too far in this one. Just take your eyes back. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. 1 more time, big inhale. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down, release. Feet come all the way down to the end of the mat. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, take the hands back towards the bust line, flip the toes, press to the knees, and then take the knees up towards the hands. Take the sit bones back to the heels. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, engage the low belly. See if you can come down and over the tops of the thighs with a nice flat back. Edges of the pinkies hit the mat. Let the hands reach out. Head can hang right in between the shoulders and the biceps. Nice deep inhale. Low belly engages, and then we slowly pull ourselves back up. Nice flat spine.
Exhale, flip the palms, press out and away from you. Hands come all the way down to the sides. And then go ahead and if you can, put a little bit of room in between the heels so you can take the seat in between the heels. So hero's pose. Knees stay down on the mat. So check in with the knees on this one at TV just to make sure that, you know, you're taking care of the knees. Hands can come back to the tops of the feet. And then we slowly lower down one by one. Elbows come down to the mat. And then we slowly come all the way down to our shoulders. Press down through the elbows and pop up through the chest. Breathe into the belly. Exhale. Hold here. If you want to, you can take the hands back behind you and grab for your opposite elbow so they come back over the head and pop up through the chest. If that's too much on the knees, you just stay to that point where you're like, I'm comfortable and slightly uncomfortable right here. Nice deep inhale. And then exhale, slowly go ahead and release. Hands come back to the soles of the feet. Press down through the elbow. And then slowly press yourself back up to a seated posture. And then we're gonna go ahead and rock down onto our seat. Some quick basic abs for us. Let's go ahead and let soles of the feet come together. We'll bring ourselves all the way down onto the back and let the knees flop out to the side. Maybe you let the legs move away from you a little bit more. Hands come back behind the head. Elbows are wide here, and we pulse out for 8, 7, 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Hold here at the top. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. Elbows stay wide. Shoulder blades try to stay off the mat. Check in with the hips. Check in with the knees. Big inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down. Elbows stay wide. You come all the way down to the shoulders. We're going to do one more set of those. So check in with the glutes. Check in with the low back and the knees. And then we pulse up here for 8, 7, 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Big inhale. Breathe into the belly. Exhale, let it fall. One more time. Big inhale. And then exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Go ahead and let the knees come back up to center line. And then go ahead and let the knees rock in towards the chest. Holding here, checking in with the hips before you extend the legs up to the sky. Flex the toes. And then we're going to pulse up to the toes here for 8, 7, 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Big inhale. Press the soles of the feet away. Pull down through the low belly. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time. Big inhale. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Put a bend in the knees. Hands come back behind the head. Last set of abs. We're just going to bicycle it out. So right elbow to left knee. Flex the foot on the extension and point the foot as you pull in. So see if you can kind of check in with where your feet are. Great. We go for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly lower all the way down. And then go ahead and take the arms out to the sides. Let the knees just flop back and forth side to side. Windshield wiper a little bit. Hands come down to the sides. Tuck the chin in towards the chest. Backs of the fingers graze the back sides of the heels. And we press up through the hips. Big inhale. And then exhale. Hold here. Low belly pulls down still towards the spine. One more time. Big inhale. And then exhale. Slowly lower all the way down to the mat. Stand up through that left leg, interlock the fingers around the front part of the right shin. Pull that right knee towards that right armpit. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, release. Same thing on that opposite side. Maybe you switch up the grip. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, we slowly release that leg down to the mat and then pull both knees up into the chest. Arms around the front of the shins. We give ourselves a nice big hug here. And we slowly go ahead and release. Legs come all the way down to the end of the mat. Into our Shavasana. Take up some space, legs become wide, toes hop out to the sides, palms face up to the sky. Taking a moment just to lie here. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. So coming back to these beliefs. Places that we come to remind ourselves of. We are coming into Aries season. And coming back to this space of collaboration, right? This releasing of things with intention from our body. Healthy white culture is believing we are born to love. We are born loving ourselves. We have an intimate bond to love in all human beings. We are more than enough. We must hold ourselves and each other accountable as white-bodied people. We must hold space for our own feelings, that we are all co-creators in our collective future. Healthy white culture is also a commitment to acknowledge our shared humanity, even folks we disagree with. To stay present, or stay in the present moment and seek clarity without judgment. To be vulnerable and not shy away from hard truths, to learn, acknowledge, accept, and apologize for when we are wrong. It's a commitment to risking and breaking rapport in order to hold accountability. To recognize that we are individuals who behave and learn in different ways, and to respect those differences. To stay collaborative and not default to competition. To dismantle white supremacy even when it feels dangerous or frightening, and to the overall cycle of individual and collective healing. This is the time for just had the new moon last weekend. So coming into Aries season with the equinox, right? So it starts on the 21st. So focusing on the space of confidence and leadership. I picked up this great journal the other night. I'll read from this today. The Aries season leads us into a new astrological year. Aries is like the newborn baby bellowing out her very first cry. It's a sacred element. I am here. I'm alive. I carry the spark of life within me. Aries energy helps you believe in yourself and take confident action as a leader. Throughout this Aries season, ask yourself, how can you show up with confidence? Where do you need to show leadership? When do you need to take action? The affirmation for this month is, I have faith in myself. Aries is a fire sign. Fire is the identity principle. Fire is the vital spark, the soul, the life force it embodies, risk-taking, leadership, passion, confidence, action, motivation, energy, and sparkle. Aries is a cardinal sign. The cardinal energy is an initiative energy. This energy helps you begin new projects and endeavors. And the season is a ride. This is an excellent time to start new jobs or hobbies or ventures. We also may choose to break bad habits and begin healthy ones. It's a time to hit the refresh button. And as a personal sign, the first 4 signs are personal signs. These signs help us understand ourselves. How do you express yourself in a fiery way? Do you stand up for yourself? Do you take quick actions or make considered decisions? Do you have confidence? Do you trust yourself as a leader? So the first quarter of the moon, that starts on the 21st. First quarter of the moon in the sign of nurturing Cancer may choose to be kind and gentle with yourself as you develop your Aries qualities of confidence and leadership. A little kindness can go a long way. Treat yourself like a precious baby. Direct love and attention to the dark nooks and crannies of your psyche. Shine the moon's healing light into these places and honor yourself and reflect back your own inherent worth. You know your worth. It's easy to be confident. It's easy to take charge. So ask yourself, how can you put your intentions to have confidence and show leadership in action today? So in the spirit of holding space and having these conversations around white-bodied supremacy, I just recommend that we hold confidence in ourselves in this, to know that although some of this work has not been done to great depths within white culture, that I know that we can do this. I have the utmost faith and belief in the folks that are in my life and in your life in order to build from a heart and soul felt space into a world where we can live by way of peace and inclusion, equity and diversity. When you're ready, you can roll yourself over into a fetal position. Fetal, to remind everybody that this is where all of our bodies were formed. We're surrounded by nothing but blackness, warmth, water, and love. We can always come back to this space. We can always come back to love. Take a nice deep inhale. And then on your exhale, slowly press ourselves back up to this simple seated posture. Hands can rest on our knees, or they can come to our heart space. The divine light, the divine feminine, and the divine masculine in me sees, honors, and reflects the divine light, the divine feminine, and the divine masculine in the collective weight. Remembering we're all from our mother's blood and our father's seed. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today and for testing me with your body. And to that, I say, go in peace and serve love always. I'm going to turn off the recording.